We're heading now to South France.
You keep watching on ALADINO show from around Europe.
The ALADINO show.
Oh, how exciting!
This is a famous actor right here.
But we would all just have to watch your show.
Oh, it's about to begin.
It's going to be a lot of fun watching.
ALADINO TV.
Beautiful. Kiss me again.
Passion commune.
You keep watching here on ALADINO show. Very
Listen,
busy.
it's all about these sneakers.
Going home and getting naked.
Où est-ce qu'on y va? On va au Vence, au marché des Vence.
Au marché de Vence?
Oui.
Et qu'est-ce qu'il y a au marché?
Au marché, il y a plein de commerçants, c'est le plus grand marché de la région où il y a le plus de producteurs.
Nous sommes ici à Berrias de Castellejou.
Ouais, Berrias et là c'est Casteljau.
Berrias
C'est
de
deux
Castellejou.
villages.
Oh,
Et
deux
c'est-
villages.
Mais de la même commune.
Ok. Donc Berrias de Castellejou.
Ouais. À Casteljau, il y a la rivière, les canyons, c'est
Ah,
beaucoup de camping le long de la rivière.
parfait.
Touristes.
Très touristique.
Ouais.
C'est quoi ça exactement?
C'est une petite chapelle
Une petite chapelle?
où il y a un moine qui vit en ermitage.
Ah,
Les gens lui apportent à manger de temps en temps. Tu fais la randonnée et tu vas à l'ermitage. Tu laisses un gâteau, un morceau
Oui.
de pain.
Oh, c'est ça.
Ouais, c'est bien.
C'est bien, c'est bien ça.
On verra bien.
Plus l'achat des fournitures.
Et après, tu vas me dire comment est-ce que tu as trouvé t'as les lames, tout ça. On va l'interrogation. Plus tard, on fait ça.
Vegan et sans gluten, elle là, la fille.
Ah, la Ah, ok.
Sans gluten.
Ah, c'est gluten.
Et si,
C'est vegan,
yeah,
tout ça?
tout est vegan.
Tout est vegan et
Ouais,
sans gluten.
ouais, c'est juste
Oh, you can buy that. It's vegan and without gluten.
les pâtes.
Bonjour monsieur, est-ce que vous avez les saucissons végétariens?
Ça c'est bien. Tout ça
Tout
c'est.
ça c'est bien,
c'est
oui.
vegan?
C'est vegan, oui. C'est pour nous, vegan. On va pas mourir. Où est le hummus? Oh, hummus.
Pâté végétal aussi.
Pâté végétal.
Ça c'est vegan, ça c'est vegan, ça c'est vegan, ça c'est vegan, ça c'est vegan.
Oh,
C'est
c'est
ça.
c'est parfait. Alors je peux habiter ici sans problème.
Voilà.
Ouais.
Ouais, tu peux habiter ici.
Et ça c'est combien?
Cela, c'est ce prix-là.
Ah,
Mais après,
quatre,
pour les copains d'Alain, c'est un peu moins cher.
Oh, les discounts spéciaux d'Alain. Oh là là.
C'est la plus chère, mercredi, vous avez Merci.
Qu'est-ce que c'est ça? Oui?
Voilà. Es un muy buen libro.
Muy buen libro. So here we are with Sophie Van Haeken Nicolas.
Yes.
And Sophie, before we talk about the book, please tell me about yourself.
Ah, yes.
What do you do for a living?
What I do for a living? We are working on a marketplace.
Bonjour madame. Ça c'est combien ici?
4,50 €.
Oh, c'est super.
Et là, vous avez tous les prix.
Oh, tous les prix sont là. Oh, mélangé. Et la spécialité du jour?
La spécialité du jour, vous avez avec du fromage de chèvre. And it's in the south of France.
The south of France.
Yes.
Ah, what region?
Ardèche.
Ardèche.
It's very nice touristic region.
Okay.
Very nice.
And
a lot of people are coming for summer or on holidays because there are a lot of rivers, canyons, and beautiful landscape.
For how long you been living in the south of France?
20 years now.
20 years.
Before we were in Paris.
Thank you very much for inviting us to your
Thanks
house,
to you.
host us here at your house. We are very happy to be here, and I'm very intrigued about your new book. This is the first book?
Yes, it's my first book.
Your first book
Yes.
is Entrer dans la rayonnance de votre ange.
That's right.
Did I say it right?
Yes, you said right.
My
That
French is broke.
No, it's good. That means enter in the beaming of your angel.
Enter?
Enter. Come in. Come in. Come in.
Okay.
Come
Enter
come
in the
into
beaming of your angel.
angel.
Okay.
And,
is it still in French? Is not
for the
yet
moment,
in
it's
English.
in
right?
French,
Okay.
but I hope that one day it will be translated in English. And
Well, I'm sure after people watch this interview, we'll start.
Yeah, maybe.
The request
maybe.
will be start coming in English.
Yes. I never thought about writing a book, but one day I tried intuitive writing, and I tried to connect with something upper than me, like angels, because now since more than 5-6 years I really believe in angels, because I had some proofs of their existence. So one day I tried to write with no thinking, just like in a state of modified mind, you know. And so I just wrote down one question and thinking about nothing and waiting, and then I started to write, and the message was long and I didn't stop writing until the end. And I said, wow, it's quite a long message, and I'm going to read it again. And it was nice writing and nice words. And before connecting, I was asking my angel to come and to give me a message, whatever message.
What's the name of your angel? Or the one you call your angel?
We all have one angel, or 1, 2, 3. They say but angels are everywhere for everybody. But you have your own guardian angel. The name of mine.
Angel? Yes.
There are 72 guardian angels in the Kabbalistic angels in the Kabbalistic. And mine, the name is Yeratel, because it depends on the when you were born, and then you can find on internet the name of your angel. That's one energy of this angel.
How do you find yours?
On internet, you just
on internet you find your angel?
You can find them if you want a name.
Oh, okay.
There are 72 different names. And for for example, one angel is a lot of emanation of this angel going. So that's why you can have the same name for just one energy.
Once you found your angel and you found the name of your angel, how do you realize that was your angel, that was a good angel or a good entity? When do you realize that?
The day I wanted to check the name, because I never thought about checking a name, just it was on the 16th of April. So I went type on my computer, and the connecting day with my angel was exactly this day I was making the research. So it confirmed. He said to me, come on, go and look on internet, and you will see that I am here today with you for the best day of the connection we can have together.
So since that day, since that moment, since that period of time, you started thinking in writing a book about the angels, or when the idea of writing the book came out?
The idea came the first time no. The first message I received, it was just to try intuitive writing. And it worked. And in the middle of the writing, I knew I had to write down a word I didn't know. So, okay, I write down a name. The name was Elohim, but before I didn't know this name. And then a week after, a friend of mine, she came home and she told me about a book she read. And she told me about Elohims like this. And I said, oh, I know this word. I think it's the word I write in my first message, the one who came with angels. And let me go and check. So I went to find back my papers. And wow, it was the same word in the middle of my text. And I asked her, but what are Elohims? I don't know this name. And she told me it's angels. They are angels. They are giving the message between us on earth and between up in the sky, all the energy or God or whatever you call the creation. And they are messengers. So wow, I was very happy because in my first message, I had the confirmation of them writing with me the message.
How do you receive the message?
Just like this, not doing nothing. Not at first, I didn't look at what I was writing, and I waited 1-2 minutes, and then the message came.
It came from within yourself.
It came. I was not thinking, just writing. And while I was writing, I knew what I was writing, but I was not looking and not thinking. So
that was the
first one.
When you started writing the book.
Yes, so I was very happy.
Was like inspired by the messages received from the angels to begin the writing of the book.
Yeah, so I was very happy, and then I knew I had a connection with angels, and then maybe 6 months after, I said, well, I should try again. So I just wrote down one sentence, wait, connected, and then I had another long message, and it was also a nice message. So then I said, maybe I'm going to try every day and ask a question, a typical, specific question that could interest every human beings.
Exactly.
All problems we have in life, or how to be happy, or how to deal with ego, and
you started bombarding the angels with questions.
Yes, one
like
question by a day.
does.
And then I had answer, and maybe days after I said, wow, I had a lot of message, so maybe I think they want me to write a book. But before, I never thought about writing. And then I had a lot of message in this book, more than 39 questions and answers. And then I said, it's for a book. But I didn't want this book to be just messages. I wanted to, in the first part, to tell about my spiritual life and how I came to be in touch with angel and all that happened in my life. All the spiritual things and present I received from the sky.
That's here in this book.
Yes, yeah.
It's part of like an autobiography in a spiritual way from the things that are happening to you in life.
I'm very lucky, and I think everyone, if we have a good connection and good thinking, and if we think about all the universe all together, and that we can create what we want or ask, it's like magical after, and everything can come.
And now you know that how many angels do you have, like follow you wherever you go, or
you have your angel with you all day long, all life long, never leaving.
Okay, one or how more?
One or something. 3 in the Kabbalistic they say 3, but one is always there. And then there are many angels, and you can ask if you have a question for one angel in particular, like healing angel, the healing one, you just call him, and as soon as you call, the energy of the angel is with you.
You mean the healing angel?
His name is Raphael. people they give a name so that okay, it's easier for us to have a name or to imagine angel with like human being with wings. Sometimes we can see them like this because I've got some photos or connection with them also on pictures, but most of the time they are energy with colors. And as soon as you call one energy from up in the sky, a light energy, it's coming. It's
now, since the angels are energy, is that possible that your angel is the same angel that I have,
Yeah.
like the copycat
Yes.
energy?
That's what.
Yeah,
that's
that's
what.
possible.
Yeah. That is the. Okay, you have only 72 names for everyone. So,
Exactly, yeah,
but this name is one energy, and this kind of energy is going for you,
spread out.
but it's going
It's spread
to a
out.
lot of people.
Absolutely.
It's the way you are and how what you have in your heart. You are connected with this energy, and another one will be connected with another energy. It's like this. So when I write, I know that I'm going with one energy I like purity and divine energy.
And what do you want with this
Divine,
book?
divine.
The people to take away. What's the message? What do you want them to learn? What do you want to communicate to the people who read the book? What is the idea of?
There are many ideas, but the one idea is that life is eternal, eternal life. So to be happy in this life and to know that it will never be finished, and when we leave our body, we are different, kind more conscious, and maybe more happier there. So be happy in this life and do what really you want, so that at the end of this life you don't have any deception, okay, that about things you wouldn't have done. Do what you want and create your own happiness and world. You know, we can. And if you have problem and if you are too suffering, don't forget that your angels and all the light energies are here to help you. So don't forget to ask. They need you to ask them to come and to help you if you have big problems.
Now, what's the difference between having your angel on your side or having God in your side?
Same.
Angels
are connected.
How people will be differentiate who they will ask for help, for the angels or for God?
Yes, whatever you want, it's the same. Because after when we are dead or from this life, it's all one connection. So it's God, it's the universe, the creation, it's angel, whatever you want. The important thing is that it's nice light energy. Positive energy. So you can only call energy if you don't believe, and it's coming the same way. Because up there they don't mind to be called angel or not. It's just good energy.
Due to this encounter with angels, you had the opportunity to meet with the Dalai Lama before or was after you wrote the book? Before.
Yeah, in 2011. First time we went to Dharamsala where His Holiness is living. We went for 1 week. And then when we left Dharamsala, we knew he was these days in his town. And the day we left to go back to Delhi, because we were going after to Nepal, just before taking off, my husband said, "Oh, look by the window, His Holiness is coming in the same plane as us." I said, "Wow."
So
yes, it was
he
true.
took the same commercial flight?
Yes,
so
same one.
You were flying first class?
No. Dalai Lama doesn't mind about first class seat. No, it was a small plane, maybe 50 people inside, and he came. He was in the back of the plane, and almost nobody saw him coming inside the plane. So
He came with other monks. He came.
he
dressed
came
up
with
as a Dalai
one or
Lama,
two
it's a
monks
regular-
around and bodyguards. And then I said, oh yeah, I have 1 hour and a half in the same
1 hour and a half in the same plane.
plane as His Holiness, and it was wonderful because you knew you were going to see him, go to him, and at the sky was deep blue, and the mountain, it was Himalaya with snow and beautiful view, and we were between earth and sky, and His Holiness was with us. So we went to him.
Great experience.
Oh,
Yeah.
it was wonderful.
So your bathroom excuses increase?
My what?
Bathroom excuses like the toilet to go back to the plane to
Ah,
use the bathroom,
no,
just the excuse
no,
to go and see him.
No. It could, but not, because after I wanted to go to toilet, and they said,
No toilet?
don't come again. It's
Yeah.
finished. But we went to him, and it was wonderful. He blessed us. He took. We had a kata, those white scarf.
Like the one in the picture?
Yes.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
When you want to see a monk, you give the kata, and he blessed the kata here, and he gave it back to you. So I had one in my bag, and I gave him the kata. He blessed, and then he showed me his hand, and he wanted me to put my hand in his hand. And 2 times he did that, and it was wonderful.
In the
And
plane.
eyes in
2 times in the
eyes.
plane? Twice in the plane?
Yes.
Twice in the plane.
Yes. And then Alan, my husband, he had a book of His Holiness, and the Dalai Lama signed the book and wrote in Tibetan blessing and the date, and we were dreaming, like he's very.
And then that wasn't just the last time you saw him. You continue to see him.
Yeah, because we are also sponsoring 2 Tibetan girls in this village of Dharamsala. We are going every October to see them growing, and then maybe 3 years after, we asked for an audience with His Holiness, and they said yes. So we went to see him, and we had photos with him, and also again he took the hand, and he gave the energy.
So what do you talk about? Did he recognize you from the plane, or no, really?
No, but when he look at you in the eyes, you know that something is going through him to you. So there's a.
And what do you guys talk about?
You don't need to talk, because if you know about His Holiness, and you already know what he's teaching, and you went to some teachings, you don't need to talk. The moment is so important that it's better just to look and stand with him, and just be happy to be with him.
You didn't tell him, remember we met you at the plane?
No,
Nothing
you don't need.
No?
No need to talk. Better not to talk, because the time is really short, and it's same for him. He doesn't need.
And then
to,
that
to
time,
talk.
the second time, that's when you have the picture taken.
Yes, this picture.
And where was that?
At his place, his
place.
home,
His home.
in Dharamsala,
okay.
Macléod-Gange. That's the name of the little town they gave to Tibetan people when they arrived in India to escape from Chinese.
Okay.
Indian were very nice with Tibetan. They gave them this village.
Great. Wow, that's an amazing story.
Thank
you for sharing the story with ALADINO TV.
Thanks
we
to you.
came exclusive out
Thanks
to
to
the
you.
way of south of France
Thanks.
to get your story. After that, you became friends, and now you are in good connection with the Dalai Lama, and you go and see him anytime you want, I'm assuming.
Not like this,
No,
not so easy. It's not
You
so
pick up
easy.
the phone and
No,
hey, I'm coming over.
I
What's for lunch?
I would like, but we know very well his sister, because our sister is taking care of the Tibetan children's village in Macléod. So she's very nice.
Okay.
Also, a lot of compassion. They have a lot of compassion, Tibetan people. Yeah,
Great.
and
Great.
very happy with few things they have in life, and that's enough for them. And Buddhist philosophy is very good. It's very good to
Absolutely.
be happy.
Thank you very much, Sophie, for having us here in your house, to welcome us here,
It's my
to
pleasure.
open your doors to ALADINO TV, and to have the opportunity to listen to your story, which is an amazing story, a fascinating story about the book that you wrote. Hopefully it gets in many languages.
Yes.
And the story that you shared with us with the Dalai Lama, amazing story.
Welcome.
And thank you again.
You're welcome to
And
you.
thank you
Very
for you
happy.
for watching, and you keep watching ALADINO show, and please check this book.
For the moment, it's
It's in French, seulement,
French.
but pretty soon it's gonna become an English version and
Yes,
all
I
the
hope
languages.
so.
Hopefully. Where is Alan? Où est ton
Alan?
mari? Alan fait de cuisiner.
Yeah.
Alan is the cook. Alan, come over here, please. Get it right in the middle of the shot. Just a quick interview here. Alan, right there. There you go. Oh, be careful. Alan, you had the great honor to meet the Dalai Lama. What was your feelings about? How do you feel at that moment?
I
Comment tu te sens quand tu as rencontré le Dalai Lama chez lui?
Je sens bien son énergie et
Feels
sa
good
force,
energy, the force,
sa positive attitude. Et,
this positive attitude.
c'était magique.
It's
Vraiment magique.
magic.
Vraiment un moment magique qui a duré plusieurs heures.
Moment,
après.
magic moment. Et ce sont plusieurs fois que vous avez vous
Rencontré, oui.
rencontré. Oui.
Oui.
Different times they have meet him, and they are very pleased and very happy to have them.
Mais la première fois dans l'avion, c'était le moment le plus surprenant.
The first time at the plane, it was the moment more surprise.
Surprise,
Yeah.
yeah.
Un vrai cadeau.
C'est un vrai cadeau.
It's like a gift to have him
Yeah.
on the plane.
Beaucoup de
Combien de temps tu es allé aux toilettes? How many times you went to the bathroom?
Non.
Non, je
No?
suis pas allé aux toilettes.
Interdit aller to la
Interdit.
toilette.
Interdit.
Forbidden to go to the bathroom on the back.
Yes,
No
no.
bathroom excuses for Alan.
Non.
Non,
Ah,
quand
ouais.
le Dalai Lama te tient la main, après tu te laves plus jamais la main.
Yeah, he gives the hand, and after, you don't want to let the hand go. That's what he said.
No, you don't wash your hand anymore.
Oh yeah, once you the Dalai Lama grabs your hand, you don't want to wash your hands. All right, that's it for today. You can watch it on ALADINO show from the south of France. Ouh là là! Bienvenue à la France.
Ah oui.
Merci à vous, merci
Merci,
beaucoup.
Alain.
Thank you.
Au revoir.
Au revoir.